right, that's what I'm talking about. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. The 2022 Jazz Arts Summer Music Camp Concert. Yeah, you can give that a hand. Please do. Thank you. Before I jump into it, my name is Lonnie Davis, and I'm the president of Jazz Arts Charlotte. And I'm just so delighted to do the work that I do because this week in the summer is one of the most rewarding weeks of the year, and that is to work with an amazing group of young people, getting to know them, and as soon as it gets good, it's over. Unfortunately, but we have had so much fun working with your students. We have students from middle school through high school, even some that are newly graduated from high school that have taken part in our camp, and we could not be more thrilled to have had an opportunity to work with these very talented young people. I am going to, before we get started, I do want to ask you to give a hand to our sponsors who helped to make this program possible. That would be O's Place Jazz, who is our signature sponsor for Jazz Camp. We have Charlotte Women's Club, the Acres Foundation, Ella Fitzgerald Foundation. Let's give them a hand for supporting us. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and dive right in with our very first ensemble of the evening. And you may have seen and may recognize some of these gentlemen. We have with us our faculty ensemble for the 2022 Jazz Arts Summer Music Camp. Unfortunately, Ms. Roxy Kaz, who worked with our students for the past few days, she could not stick around for this concert, but we had an amazing time with Roxy, and I'm sure your students shared a little bit about their time working with her. But without any further ado, please give a very warm round of applause for our Jazz Arts Summer Music Camp faculty. Well, it's here for our faculty ensemble. We're so lucky to have these guys with us. Yeah, they, as you can see, these are the real deal here, teaching our amazing students. We have up next the John Coltrane Youth Ensemble, and this group has been instructed by and directed by Mr. Carl Ratcliffe. And I will be giving Carl the mic in just a second so that he can share some of the things that they that this group went over in the past week. Alrighty. As we're setting up, I'll tell you a little bit more about Jazz Arts. For those of you who may not know a lot about Jazz Arts Charlotte, our main mission and our main purpose is jazz education. Our mission is to connect the community and develop a jazz audience through education, performance, and musician support. But education is our primary focus, and so we serve the community through programs like our Jazz Arts Summer Music Camp, and we also have programs that go throughout the year. You may have seen some of the youth ensembles that happens in the fall and goes through the spring that runs along the rest of our school year. We have Nuestro Tiempo, our new Latin Jazz Youth Ensemble that we just launched this past spring. It's a very exciting program that we will be continuing in the fall. So we have lots of great programs for students, certainly this age range. And so if your student had a great time this summer and wants to continue, we certainly would love to have them to continue working with the Jazz Arts and our Jazz Arts Academy. But I will go ahead now and again introduce Mr. Carl Ratcliffe. Please give Mr. Ratcliffe a hand.
Thank you. Good evening. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. Another week of camp with Jazz Arts. The Coltrane Ensemble, these young folk were like sponges. They latched on to everything I asked them to do. And that's a big tribute to you parents. They were very respectful. As I said, they followed directions well. And I hope you enjoyed what we've been working on. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for coming to the Jazz Arts 2022 performance. Our Coltrane combo just played Red's Good Groove by Red Garden. Thank you, parents, for your support and enjoy the show.
Today, for Jazz Arts, we're also going to be playing Equinox by John Coltrane. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much. I overlooked one of my students. No, I'm just kidding. Give it up for Mr. Dave Brigado on bass. Thank you so much.
One more time for for the John Coltrane Ensemble, everyone. Mr. Paul Radcliffe again. Up next, the Town Pharaoh Group will be getting set up. And this group has been instructed by Mr. Troy Kahn.
Good evening. My name is Troy Kahn, and I've been directing the Tal Farlow Ensemble. And I couldn't be more proud of the work that they've accomplished in this short amount of time. Always joke around and say, you know, I wish I could play a recording of you guys on Monday morning when you first came in. Listen to yourselves now. It's quite remarkable the amount of music they've been able to learn and tackle and have fun with in just 5 days. So. Jazz camp is always one of my favorite weeks out of the summer, and I look forward to it. It's an intense week, but it's an awesome. So we worked out 2 tunes tonight, and I'm going to let the students introduce them, and I'll get out of the way. And thank you so much for being here. And yeah, we'll get started as soon as we get this keyboard set up.
Our group name is Tal Farlow, and the first piece that we will be presenting is by the great saxophonist Sonny Rollins, and it is called Tender Madness.
Our next song is Cold Duck Time by the great saxophonist Eddie Prince.
One more time. Exciting. Next up is the Max Roach Ensemble. Let's give it one more time for Mr. Troy Khan as well. All right, the Max Roach Ensemble is directed by Dr. Patrick Brown, who's also, let's give Dr. Patrick Brown a hand. He is our new education director for Jazz Arts Charlotte. We're really thrilled to have him with us. If you haven't noticed, in the program you see the names of all of the ensembles, you know, the John Coltrane, Tal Farlow, Max Roach. These are all legendary musicians from North Carolina. So just wanted, there's a kind of a method to how we named our ensembles this year, and that's the method. So we try to use education and educate our students and our audiences in any way we can. So that's just one little note, but I'll go ahead and pass the microphone along to Dr. Patrick Brown. Here we go.
Thank you very much. As Lonnie said, I am the new education director. I am thrilled to be here. I am a native of the area. I was born in Charlotte, raised in nearby Gastonia, and was away for quite a while, and just so excited to be back. This week I've gotten to work with musicians, our faculty, many of which I've known for a long time, or I should say they've known me for a long time, since I was a young man growing up, and I just feel very privileged to come back and have a small hand in what Lonnie and Jazz Arts is doing here. So I want to just say thank you to the faculty for helping me make this week great. I also want to say thank you to the staff. But I want to just take a special moment real quick to say a big thank you and give a round of applause to Miss Lonnie Davis. Can y'all help me say thank you to her? None of us would be here if it wasn't here, so we're very grateful. So we're the Max Roach Ensemble, and I have really enjoyed working with this group. They're a lot of fun. I have pushed many of them. As you can see, they don't have stands in front of them. And from the moment they came in, I said, you're in a safe place to make mistakes. And we made a lot of mistakes together, but we also made a lot of good notes and a lot of good things together. So we have worked on memorizing our charts, which those of you that have never done that, it's a real challenge. But it opens up our ears and it makes us really focus on outside of ourselves. So they've learned to really listen. We've learned a couple different forms of jazz standards, and we're just so excited to present this music for you. So I will let them introduce and take it away from here. But thank you all so much for your support, parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, just so much for sending your kids with us. And I do hope that you will join us in the fall for our fall ensemble. So here they go.
Hello. We are the Max Roach Ensemble. First, we will be performing the Blues Walk by Clifford Brown from the album Clifford Brown and Max Roach.
Good evening. Our next tune, St. Thomas, was written by Sonny Rollins and is featured in the album Sax Colossus. I hope you enjoy it.
Testing. Let's hear it one more time for the Max Roach Ensemble, everyone. And let's hear it one more time for Dr. Patrick Brown for conducting that great ensemble. Next, we have the Thelonious Monk Ensemble, but while they are setting up, I'd like to call also up to the stage our drum instructor, Mr. Dave Potter. Are you around, Dave? Are you in the house, Mr. Potter? Oh, all right. So every ensemble has a drummer, and the drummer is the conductor of every ensemble. So drums have a very important part in each ensemble. And Mr. Potter has done a tremendous job working with these young percussionists and young drummers, and I'd love for him to share his experience working with these students. He came all the way from Atlanta to be with us this week.
Thank you guys very much. It is truly an honor and a blessing and a privilege to work with the students and the fellow faculty here, along with Ms. Lonnie and all of the administrative folks here. One thing I can say is, without a doubt, all the parents in the house, y'all do an amazing job with these kids, because it really is a pleasure to work with them. I have a child of my own, and sometimes I wish I didn't have a child of my own. But and I say that with all the love in the world. But you know, when you do these camps, and I've done a lot of them, you never know what the reception is going to be like, because learning how to play this music is very difficult. So having to tell someone that I know you're trying really hard, but you still don't sound good, and that's okay, because this is the music of failure. There's no, go to the record store if you can find one. There's no records with a bunch of middle schoolers on the cover playing jazz. You know, it's grown men and women playing. That's for a reason, because it's very hard. So, you know, I just going around and talking to them like, hey, the reason that you are having so much trouble playing this music is because this isn't beginner music. This is very advanced music. And the fact that they have the privilege, you know, some of the kids here are only 11 and 12 years old. I didn't start playing jazz till I was 16. But I worked my butt off, and I was able to get a full scholarship to college from that hard work. Oh, thank you. So again, parents, you have my sincerest thanks for raising your kids right. They were very polite to each other. They've been very positive to each other in a way that they'll cheer each other on. Nobody has been negative towards each other. Nobody's been bullying. And with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, and all of the negative things, it's actually very inspiring. And you guys have inspired me a lot, that, you know, the next generations coming along are not only going to be good musicians, but going to be good people, which is even more important.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. All right, I will now hand the microphone over to their instructor, and that is Mr. Lavelle Bradford, everyone.
So, how's everybody doing? You enjoying yourself? All right. The question is, would you pay money to come in and see something like that? Wasn't this great? So I have a completely awesome group up here, and you know some of them. Some of you will be going home with you tonight. And but they've just been absolutely wonderful and amazing. And the tragedy is as parents, you don't get a chance to see what they sounded like at the beginning of the week, right? That's the tragedy. So, you know, when you try to gauge, you know, was this camp worth it? I wish somehow we got to figure out a way to do it before and after, because, you know, the progress that they've made during the week just cannot be overstated. I've seen these kids grow, and I know it's gradual from day to day, but they have grown as a band, and that is the most exciting part. So, I mean, everybody's grown. Everybody's grown. Justin, Ryan, Sophia, Clark, Julia, my man Dave. And this is my main man right here. This is Yusef. He's amazing. And Reagan, you're going to hear her later. She's amazing. And as you will see that they are multi-talented, some of them play several different instruments, but I'm gonna get out the way and hand the mic over to my man Clark. Y'all enjoy the monk ensemble.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Clark Brown. We are the Felonious Monk Combo. Our first piece tonight was written by Sonny Clark, played by Jackie McQueen, goes by the name of 5 Will Get You 10. Enjoy.
Hope y'all enjoyed that last tune. Let's hear another round of applause for the Thelonious Monk Group. This next tune is by Kenny Dorham, entitled Blue Bossa. It's going to be featuring our singers Reagan and Sophia. And our drummer Justin.
Days when we're alone, you are in my right, one more time. Thelonious Monk Ensemble. The last ensemble we have up this evening is the Woody Shaw Ensemble. This ensemble is directed by Mr. Al Strong. Let's give Mr. Strong a hand. He came out there from Durham, North Carolina, to be with us this week.
All right, let's give another round of applause for the wonderful groups that have performed for us. They're quite awesome. As I mentioned on orientation day, this is my first year having the pleasure of working with Jazz Arts in this phenomenal camp. I've been a fan for years of the culture that has been created here for this music. It's quite impressive, and let's give another round of applause for the Jazz Arts team. So I feel like all of the instructors have said almost everything needs to be said about how we came into this music. I would say I didn't come into the music until I was about 15 years old, and I auditioned for Duke Ellington School for the Performing Arts in DC. That's where I grew up, and I was accepted. And then from there, it was a done deal. I mean, me, Winton, and everybody else, of course, turned me onto this music. And so I'm a little jealous because a lot of them are much younger than 15, right? So I'm a little jealous. They sound phenomenal. So things that we talked about this week. I think we had a good time. Yeah. And everybody got along, right? Everyone was really encouraging. We talked about how to blend with one another, how to shape the song as a band. I mean, just really, I would say advanced level stuff, but they're pretty cool. I think they had a good time. I want to turn it over to you all to introduce your first tune. Give it up for Holland Majors, everybody.
I'm Holland Majors. I play piano. We have Ricardo Borges on saxophone, alto saxophone. Solomon Young on tenor saxophone. Connor Oglesby on drums. And actually my sister here on bass, Lois Majors. Earlier, ours is a different story, but that's the end. Our first song today is Katrina Ballerina by Woody Shaw. Hope you enjoy.
Once again, we are the Woody Shaw combo, and we sincerely hope you enjoy this next tune entitled Boo Boo Strikes Again.
We appreciate y'all for coming out to the Jazz Arts Camp vintage set where the Woody Shaw come from. Solomon Young on the tenor sax. You give us up. We got Helen Majors on the piano. Watch the kids. We got Lois Majors on the bass. We got Thunder Oglesby on the drums. Get funky up here. We appreciate y'all for coming out there.
The Willie Shaw Ensemble, everyone. The Willie Shaw Ensemble. Mr. Al Strong, your instructor. Give it up, Mr. Al Strong. Wow. Thank you. We hope that you enjoy the 2022 Jazz Arts Summer Camp Youth Ensemble performance. Let's give all of our students a hand. We had an absolute blast with all of these students. We so look forward to doing this every year. We hope that if your student is not a senior, that they will be joining us at least again next year, or consider coming to enrolling in the Youth Ensembles program that we start in the fall. A couple of other quick housekeeping notes. These programs would not be possible if it weren't for subscribers, contributors, donors like yourselves that support these programs to continue jazz education and continue this music into the future. If it weren't for students like this, the music would not go into the future. So these types of programs are very important, and your support for the youth is very important. Let's keep jazz alive. Certainly, let's keep it alive here in the Charlotte community. And then one last thing. Before we go off to our reception, because we would love for you to stick around and have a couple of refreshments with us. There is a jam session. I just have to share this. Our students may not be finished wanting to play their instruments. Mr. Tim Scott, who is a great drummer here in the Charlotte community, he's hosting a jam session. It's at Not Just Coffee. It's in Uptown Charlotte. The address is 1026 J Street. Unit A. This happens every year. And so if you want to hear more, or just your students want to go out and support some more live jazz in the community, you guys can go out and check out the jam session. Students, if you go, please bring your instruments and be a part of a real jam session here in Charlotte. But I am going to go ahead and stop there. Again, I want to thank all of you for being here, supporting these great students, supporting Jazz Art Charlotte and the Jazz Art Summer Music Camp. Thank you. You guys enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll see you next time.